Hello.
Hello from Tasmania.
Yes.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. So we arrived in Tasmania yesterday. We've spent the morning in Hobart.
Hobart town, city,
which is beautiful. And now we've just driven through the coast road along the highway. Believe it or not, that was the motorway.
Motorway, was it? What, a single lane?
Yeah, it's
road?
the highway.
Oh.
To see some Tasmanian devils. Are you excited?
If we get to see some, yeah.
I'm very excited. Okay, let's go. We're Angela and Alan. We've taken a sabbatical and are travelling around the world with no plan and a small budget. We've worked hard and saved hard for this, so we're trying to make our money go as far as possible while still having meaningful experiences. We may be middle-aged, but that doesn't mean we're past it. Join us as we go to new countries, eat new foods, and enjoy life as much as possible. If we can do it, you can. The highway from Hobart to the Tasmanian Devil, Unzoo, travels through some spectacular scenery, and I am not ashamed to admit that some of the views brought a tear to my eye. The Unzoo is approximately 1 hour's drive outside of Hobart. We arrived minutes before a ranger's talk and feeding experience, so we rushed down to the paddock. I'm very happy right now. Sick. That was bitter. We were introduced to some wild Pattymelons who visit the Unzoo. These were animals we'd never heard of before, and they were absolutely adorable. And then it was time for the stars of the show.
Alright, yeah, so you can see him having a good chew now. You get a good look at him. He's quite stocky. He's quite a solid head. Now, we think big head, does that mean big brain? What's our verdict on that one? Do we think big brain?
Yeah.
No.
Probably not. I'm not tricking anyone with that one today. So you're right. He does not have a big brain. He actually has the brain the size of a peanut. I'd just like to point out why his head is so big. Now his head is that big because it's made up of mostly muscle. So you can see as he chews, he's got quite a strong bite and a strong hold. So they have a gait of about up to 90 degrees. That's how wide they can open their mouth. And the strength of which they can bite. So we'll have a comparison. Humans can bite. Humans can exert about 3/4 of their body weight in force. Devils can exert about 10 to 15 times their body weight in force. So that's kind of like 4 pit bulls all biting at once in that little guy. And he's showing us very strongly the example, biting through, and you can hear him chewing through bone.
Right after the Tasmanian Devil presentation, there was a native bird talk and feeding session.
Now let's see who we get down. I'll give you guys some seed. Hello? Give you guys some seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch your heads. They will land on your heads. I don't know how much I gave you that. So these guys at the front here, you've got the Cape Barren geese. Yeah. Do you want to feed the geese or the birds? Okay. Because these guys will eat these. These are what they prefer. I'll give you those. And then we'll swap and give you some other seeds. So those guys, they're really friendly. They're just like a bit more pulley and enthusiastic.
That was unexpected, wasn't it?
That's good, wasn't it?
That was amazing. So we arrived just after 2 o'clock.
At the Unzoo.
At the Unzoo. The Unzoo. So the Unzoo it's a place where you can go and see animals, but they're wild animals that just rock up because they know they can get a bit of extra grub, or, you know, it's a safe place. So it's not a zoo. You just see the animals that turn up.
So in effect, it's the humans who are caged off.
Yeah.
And then you observe the animals in their natural habitat.
The exception is the Tasmanian Devils, who are part of a breeding programme because of the cancer that's currently affecting Tasmanian Devils. So, yeah, we came to see those, but we got to see lots of other animals instead.
We saw and fed kangaroos.
Kangaroos, yeah. So we came at 2 o'clock, 2:30, kangaroo feeding, 3 o'clock, Tasmanian Devil feeding and talk, 3:30, Rosella feeding and other wild birds.
Parrots.
All wild. They just come in because they know there's a bit of seed around at that time.
It was good.
That was really good. I enjoyed that. And then bonus Tasmanian Devils came out just as we were leaving, so we saw those too. So, plan now. Back to Hobart.
I think so. And see what's there.
And fingers crossed, we'll stop somewhere that's special to me on the way back. And I'll explain why if we stop there. So the reason I wanted to stop here, quite a random place but very, very beautiful, is because I'm originally from Lewisham in southeast London, and this is Lewisham or Lewisham in Tasmania. They don't really compare. day 2 of us showing you what we're looking at here in Tasmania. We're staying in Hobart, which in itself is a lovely city, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very scenic, very pretty, and yeah, we've enjoyed looking around. But as you can see, we have a car. So we've been getting out and about into the countryside. We've come down to the Tasman Peninsula, and yeah, breathtaking scenery here.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So we're going to show you some of the things that we're looking at today so that you can see just how beautiful Tasmania is. Where are we? Eagle Neck Bay? Somewhere like that. You could easily be forgiven for thinking that this pavement behind us is man-made.
Oh yeah, it's like straight lines and right angles and everything.
Apparently it's caused by something geological.
Ooh.
Called jointing.
Oh.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know, I thought you were going to come out with something really intelligent.
Is that not intelligent?
Well, it was, but I was just waiting for the full explanation.
Yeah. Over millions of years, the Earth has moved and it's fractured the Earth and, yeah, jointing. So, yeah, pretty impressive all around. For those of you that don't want to come as far as Tasmania to see something like this tessellated pavement, Alan and I, a couple of years ago, went to see something similar in Wales at Nash Point. So I'll link that video up above. So we timed that beautifully because the school party just arrived.
A lot of screaming kids.
Ah! So, yeah, we were saying it's jointing. So layers and layers of silt built up over millions of years. Is that right?
I think so. And it got compacted and turned to siltstone. Apparently, siltstone. Yeah. So that's why it's stone.
Yeah, and then the earth wiggled and it all cracked.
That's very technical.
Like that?
It wiggled.
It wiggled. The earth started wiggling and it all cracked. Anyway, this is not the only point of geological interest around here. So we're off to another one. From Pirates Bay, well, on Pirates Bay. This is Pirates Bay behind us. Here we go. There is a colony of little penguins, and if you saw our Melbourne vlog, you will see that we went to see that colony of little penguins come home at the end of the day. Apparently, it's the same thing here. There's a colony of little penguins, and they come up onto the beach every night to go back to their burrows, but some of the burrows are across the road, so they've built a fence along the road to keep them in, and apparently there is a tunnel here somewhere for them to go under the road. Is that right?
Apparently, so the sign says.
We can't find the tunnel. We've been looking for it, but it's quite a big beach. So we've come through the charmingly named Do Town.
D-O-O?
Yeah, like Scooby-Doo. And we've arrived at Blowhole here. There's the Blowhole. And essentially what this is a sea cave that's had the roof collapsed. So the water's blowing. The water's being washed in from the sea into the cave, but because it's got no roof, if the water's really rough, or if it's windy, or the waves,
wind's in the right direction.
Thank you. Then the water gets washed up into the air, and like a whale's blown up. I'm getting good at this. I'm retaining information. So we're now the other side of the Pirates Bay. Beautiful bay behind us. And you can see in the cliffs here, the striation, the layers of sediment that have built up over the millions of years. And then if you look down at the edge of the sea, you can see more tessellated pavement. Not as impressive this side, but you can still see it there. That's the Blowhole.
And Fossil Point, was that Fossil Point?
Fossil Point, I think, Fossil Island. We have got one more geological, what would we call it? Geological point of interest to go and find. Last stop of the day, Tasman's Arch. And there it is. It's impressive, but is it worth the $40 odd each for a pass?
No, we'll have to have a look.
Yeah. So that's us done for today. It's cold.
It is really cold.
Especially when you've spent 4 months in Southeast Asia. It's it's May, so it's rapidly approaching winter here. Somewhere warm, cup of coffee.
Sounds good to me.
We'll see you later. The Hobart skyline is dominated by Mount Wellington. With our luggage in our hire car, we headed to the top of the mountain to enjoy the views on our final morning. We're on top of Mount Wellington in Hobart, Tasmania, and it's snowing. From here, we drove back to the airport to catch a plane to our next destination.